Hello, Dr. Abdullah. My name is Maad Al-Ghamdi, and I will start with a brief of the company. The American company Atari Corporation produced computer and video games platforms. On May 17, 1984, Jacques Tramiel established Tramiel Technology, but soon changed to the name Atari. The Atari ST and Atari XE and Atari 7800, all of these are product on the company. Now, in our case study, Atari Corporation plans to introduce the Atari VCS 2600. The system is expected to sell for 140. In this presentation, we will calculate the MPV of the Atari VCS 2600 and advise whether the project should be undertaken.
Good evening everyone, my name is Mohamed Al-Ghamdi and today I'm going to introduce the revenue and expenses. After analyzing the case, we determine the revenue sources and the expenses sources for Atari. For the revenue, we have found 6 sources which are selling price per system, number of systems sold per year, total revenue per year, selling price per game cartridge, total revenue per system and total revenue per year. On the other hand, there are 7 expenses, which are variable cost per system, variable cost per game, cartridge, total variable cost per system, total variable cost per year, and fixed cost per year, equipment cost, and depreciation period. Each price is shown in the slide. And now, I will introduce my friend Abdullah Al-Garni, who will explain the cash and flow.
I'm student Abdullah Al-Garni. I'm going to talk about cash flow. In 1979, we have a gross profit of the 650 million, and that gross profit came from the system profit plus the cartridge profit. So 250 million plus 400 million, that give us the gross profit. We should cut 8 million plus 0.67 million for the fixed cost per year and the depreciation expense. So we will have a taxable income 641.33 million. We will cut 30% from that going to tax, for tax. So we will have a net income after tax profit with a 440.93. And then we will add back the depreciation expense. So we will have a cash flow with a 449.60 million. That's number also. We can take it in the year 1979, 1980, and 1981 and 1982. But in the year 1983, we have a 30% less demand. So the gross profit are decreased from 650 million in the last 4 years to a 455 million, because we have a system profit with a 175 million in 1983 and a cartridge profit 280 million. So we gonna say that 175 plus 280, that will give us this gross profit. Also, we should cut 8 million for the fixed cost per year and 0.67 for the depreciation expense. That will lead us to a cash flow with a 313.10 million. In 1984, also we have a less demand by 30%. So the gross profit also get down to 318.5 million, and we cut 8 million for the fixed cost per year and depreciation cost by 0.67. That lead us to a taxable income 309.83 million. We cut 30% from it. That will give us a net income after the tax profit 216.93 million, and we should add back the depreciation cost, so we will have a cash flow with a 217.6 million.
So,
Thanks for listening.
the net present value, this is the formula we have. This is the cost of project, which is 4 million. we will add it to the present value of 1979, 1980, 1981, 1982 until we reach 1984. So the cash flow from 1979 till 1982 are the same, which is 449.60, but 1983 is the 330.10 million, 1984 which is the 270.6 million. 0.60. This is the formula we applied, and this is the result we get. Here minus 4 million plus, we will add all the years together, 381.01 million plus 322.90 million, 200 plus 273.64 million, until we reach the 80.61 million. We add them all together to get this result, which is 1,426.92 million. We will deduct it from 4 million to get the 1,422.92 million, which is approximately 1,422 million.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mohammed Al-Zahrani, and I will be talking about our recommendations to the Atari projects, Atari Corporation's project. So based on the calculation of the net present value, which is positive, we recommend that the Atari Corporation should undertake the project of the Atari VCS 2600. The net present value of 1.4 billion indicates that the project's net present value is more than zero. Therefore, the project is expected to be profitable and generate value for the company's shareholder. Thank you for watching. If you have any advice, please leave it in the comment below. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.